Hey everyone, Rascal Gaming here. This is an important video created by Luke Stevens. VR. What happened to VR?
What happened to VR gaming? It was everywhere just a few years ago, and now it feels like you never see anybody talk about it. Back in 2020, we got a new Half-Life game, Half-Life Alyx, and it proved that VR was not just a gimmick. It was phenomenal, actually showcasing what the medium was capable of, and it was truly astonishing. But the problem with VR is that most games didn't follow suit. Instead of full, deep experiences like the Half-Life one, we instead got shallow, cheap tech demos and niche games that rarely went mainstream. Yeah, sure, there were hits like Beat Saber and Superhot, but honestly, at this point, it's becoming clearer and clearer that VR is just not going to break out of its niche place in the industry, at least not until a lot of studios are willing to put a lot of money up to make it happen. It's sort of like the chicken and the egg thing. No studio wants to spend $50 million on a VR game because there's not a lot of players on VR to buy those games. But there's not a lot of players on the platforms because there's not a lot of games. And so it just spins and spins and nobody does anything. It's like a stalemate where nothing gets done. Meanwhile, you can just sink into your couch and boot up a new open world game and have just as much fun with a lot less sweat. But perhaps the biggest nail in the coffin for VR is Meta. They are totally and completely pivoting away from it in pursuit of AI overhauls to their apps instead. They just laid off a significant portion of their VR staff and are shifting their focus elsewhere, and there goes the $80 billion they spent trying to build up that platform. So is VR on its way out? I personally think so. There's just other places these companies would rather put their money, and VR is just not one of those places. Have you stopped to wonder?
That's very interesting, and tell me what you think, because my mom and I think VR is going ahead, that it might dominate the gaming world, but after this, I don't know.